Let's all roll for our hobby. Let's all roll for our hobby. Oh, let's all roll for our hobby to get ourselves a crit. Tipsy's drunk as shit. Onyx loves to hit. Ooh, Rock's magic is handy. Toot Toot's music is dandy. So let's all roll for our hobby to get ourselves a crit. Let's all roll for our hobby to get ourselves a crit. Toot.
Come friend, now lend me an ear for a tale of Victor the Weird. He went on an adventure with he, him, and himself, and also his mighty fine beard. Now gather round, I'll tell you about this mighty beast. He may look as human, as mere as you, friend, but soon your eyes will feast upon this marvelous creature with many body parts. His one shirt may fool you, but what if I told you his chest had 4 red hearts? One mouth but 1,000 voices, one mind and limited choices. 2 handsome dice, 2 handsome dice. The audience rejoices. He's going to play D&D with him, himself, and he. Those are his pronouns, it's really profound. It's time for D&Me, featuring Victor and Victor and Victor, and Victor and Victor and Victor, and Victor and Victor and Victor and Victor and Victor and Victor. One knows who knows how many repeats. So come and sit down in an empty seat. It's time for D&Me. 2 eyes, 4 cheeks, 2 souls on his feet. 2 hands for many new foes to defeat. 1 tongue, 2 lips through which to speak, but just one but.
But hey everybody, I'm Victor Rivera and I play with myself. I play D&D with myself. Welcome to D&Me episode 47. The theme song is produced and performed by Bradley Owens. You can find them at Bradley Owens on Instagram. And welcome. Hello. Good to see y'all. I am very excited about these last couple episodes. Tonight, I have 9 pages of game notes, so let's get into it. My one thing I have before D&Recap is Onyx got some scars. In yesterday's D&D Artistry, I did a little bit of his scar work before the stream, and that's something cool you can see right now. Yeah. Great, so let's go into D&Recap. What happened in episode 46? Selling and spelling. Wow, that was a week ago? Oh my gosh. All right, episode 46. So we started off with Onyx, the last of the 4 boys, doing his shopping. So he went to the Buzzard Bros, who we also worked on for last night's D&D Artistry. The Buzzard Bros butchers to cure his Hellhound pelt and his Peggy mantle. And then to sell all the stuff from the Restful Lily. And then he went to the Steam and Steel and then went into a moral philosophical conversation with Kylor and Bruce there on selling bad people's stuff, and then went over to all that glimmers to put in an order, and then he came back, and then he came back to Tipsy's Tavern because then Rock they all sat down, and then Rock performed Remove Curse for the first time for Algernon, the dad of the Were-Rats. And it went well the first time, but then Rock decided to do it a second time, and then risked it for a third time, and that did not go very well. Algernon got healed some of his lycanthropy, his were-ratness dumb, but then the dumb Rock, the half-orc wizard, pushed himself too far, so then he collapsed and fell asleep. He's fine, he's just, that wasn't a great idea. And then, to end the episode, Toot Toot went to visit one of the walking statues, and then went to sell his leather armor at the Convex Crimson, getting the obligatory fan service of the other fan favorite NPC, the kobolds for the Convex Crimson, and then started to walk back upwards towards Tipsy's Tavern, doing some nautical-themed songs and fixing the motherfucker, his 3-necked lute. So, there we go, that's it! Oh, guys, I've been working so much on this episode. All right, here we go. So for the rest of Shay 25, Onyx, after the kobolds, yeah, Buzzer Bros, here we go. Yeah, hello, handsome. Hey, everybody in the chat. So, after Onyx and Toot Toot put Rock to sleep, then Toot Toot left for the evening, taking a walk around Waterdeep. Then Onyx inside Tipsy's tavern goes, "Hey, Tipsy, come here. Here's your half of the gold that I got from selling all the stuff earlier today."
All right, yeah, let me see it.
Okay, here you go. And then Onyx gives over 610 gold, and then Tipsy looks at it.
Well, are you sure this is half?
Yeah.
But according to my calculations, you were only supposed to get 850 gold with all this stuff. How'd you get 1,212 or 1,220 gold?
So there was, we didn't get full price on the swords and the armor, but there was poison in the gross stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then that got us a lot more money.
Well, awesome. Onyx, that was a great job. You should sell all the stuff all the time.
No, I really don't want to do that. I don't like it. I think the Steam and Steel people don't like me very much. But I'm a good guy, but someone else has to do it next time, okay?
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, shit. You have the lowest charisma out of all of us, huh?
Yeah. All right. Hey, Leaf. And then he turns to the half-elf ghost floating. I couldn't sell these today, so do you want these? And then he hands up 3 small paint cans, and then Tipsy goes,
"Oh, wait, you didn't sell it? No, don't give the half-elf ghost demon-infused paints. Put those down."
Okay, Tipsy, you can have them back. I don't want them. All right, I'm going to bed. And then Onyx trudges upstairs. Going upstairs, and then you hear from the second floor, "Oh, excuse me." And then, because then coming back down the stairs is a small figure wrapped in a restful lily robe, and Tipsy kind of looks up to the noise of Onyx pout stomping, and time slows down, and like there's this violin music as coming down the stairs is Cleo, and she's clean, the cleanest she's been in years probably, and then her hair, surprisingly, her dark black hair is like has these tight curls going down, so it's this head full of these tight coiled locks, giving her the look of her namesake Cleopatra. And Tipsy goes,
Hi. The bath?
Yes, it was a very good bath. Thank you. Now, Tipsy, if you don't mind, I will spend the rest of the evening with my brother and my father.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. You go down in your room. If you need anything else, let me know. I'll be right here. There's some other stuff. Leaf. Hey, Leaf.
And then the half-elf ghost, who was staring at the paint cans, looks up at Tipsy.
Hey, so the basement now has the 3 wonderful Patras. The 3 wonderful Patras. So don't go down there without knocking and asking permission first, okay?
Okay.
Great. Oh, he's signing stuff. Okay. Well, Rock should probably teach you ASL. I think we covered this already, but he's speaking ASMR sign language. Yeah, okay. It's very good to meet you. Okay. Yeah, Rock has to probably teach you and Remy that, but then also Algernon only squeaks, so there's gonna be a language barrier. So many languages here in this diverse world of fantasy. All right. Well, do you need anything else?
No. And then Cleo holds tightly her Tipsy's drawstring bag with her new possessions inside. So then Tipsy bids her goodnight, and then anything else happening for the night of Shay 25? Tutu comes home, goes upstairs. Rock is passed out. Wishes is looking over him. Onyx is in his room. Onyx pins up Waddles' silver dragon hide mantle next to Tipsy's on his wall. So he has a wall. In Onyx's room, there's also the arrowhead skin rug, which is like this 4-winged critter with a skull on it. And then now 5 of the silver mantles hanging on the wall. And yeah, that's it for Shade 25. The morning of Shade 26. Let's see. So, first thing, excitedly, Onyx woke up very early and then was kind of impatient, pacing in the tap room, waiting for the sun to rise just a little bit more so that he then has permission to go out and track all of the... I love Waddle's mantle. Yeah. Track all of his purchases from yesterday. And so then as he sees just the top of the sun crest over the horizon, then through the windows of Tipsy's tap room, then Onyx, okay, good. And then he opens the door and he notices first, whoa, hey Leaf. And then Leaf, who's just floating around, just kind of staring at Onyx because he has literally nothing to do. He doesn't sleep. So, yeah? You finished the mural last night. It looks amazing. And then, sure enough, you can look around, and the cityscape inside the walls here that reflect the buildings outside have the turquoise blue banners all around, draping every window, and there's also a lot of water-themed monsters and critters and characters walking through the streets, and above there's like a cyclone billowing up from the horizon to the sky, and there are these dark, ominous clouds brooding above, and on every wall there is, if you squint a little bit, if you take a step back and then let your eyes kind of unfocus, then you can see in the dark clouds above like this woman's face, and it's contorted and angry with sharp fish-like teeth. And Waddle, then Leaf does the ASL gesture for thank you, and then as Onyx opens the door to leave, then look, so there's Tipsy and Waddles, and then me holding hands, and then Rock, and then Wishes on Rock's shoulder, and then Toot and Toot holding your hand, Leaf. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna get my stuff. Okay, bye. And then the door closes. Cut to the Buzzard Bros Butchers in the field ward, and then them having these mugs of what looks like mud.
Then, holy cow, you are here early, Onyx.
Yeah, hey, so I'm here to pick up my Hellhound pelt, and then Peggy's red mantle, and yeah.
And so Onyx helps to very sleepy, like getting the sleep, like the little eye sand from the vulture Aarakocra's eyes, and then they put it in this little tiny mason jar underneath the counter. And we actually started the art of the 2 vulture Aarakocras in last night's D&' Artistry, where they were also guest hosts, so that was really fun. And then Onyx helps out with finishing the Hellhound pelt and the red fur that he got from Peggy, either Peggy's armor or Peggy herself. I'll never say. Only my barber knows for sure. And then he stays and helps the bros, earning another point in the League of Skinners and Tanners skill tree that Onyx has going on. Then he also goes over to All That Glimmers and then picks up his package there. And then he returns home back to Tipsy's Tavern, where Rock is woken up by Wishes clawing at the glass of the window. And then really wiped out, pounding headache, then Rock.
Oh, yes, Wishes, you need to go outside. Yeah.
And then he unlatches the window very slowly, and the sun now more in the sky, like more in the sunrise, bleeds through, and Rock is, oh, wow. Then Wishes gratefully flutters away. Rock kind of getting a sense of where he's at right now. Mechanically, because of him casting a level 3 remove curse with no level 3 spell slots, then it took pretty much all his level 1 and level 2 remaining spell slots. And then, as a punishment, he recognizes that he's not at 100% because I rolled and he woke up with 1 less level 1 spell slot today. It's not permanent, but just for today, he goes, oh, all right. And so he finds his way downstairs, where Tipsy is talking with Cleo and Remy at the bar. Both of them, all 3 of them had to scuttle up the bar stools.
Oh, perfect. Exactly who I wanted to speak to. Cleo and Remy, I wanted to apologize for yesterday. I got a little too enthusiastic. That was my first time casting Remove Curse, and Tipsy's passion for you, for the Patra, is contagious, I will say. But I was a bit reckless, and I do want to apologize profusely to you, and then Algernon. That was uncouth of me, and my sincerest apologies.
Then Remy speaks up.
Thank you for that, Drak. It was a lot to experience yesterday, but this morning, our papa woke up with the best spirits he has had. Everything, he is quite exhausted still, as it looks like you are, but thank you. Take it easy for the next. Don't do that much again, please.
I promise I won't. I am counting my blessings. So, gratitude and all of that. So, if you would like, I do still have within me 2 more. Just 2. I will keep it at 2. Hey, Paige McCat, resubscribe for 1 month at tier 1. Thanks. Obsessed. Thank you. Just if you would like, I have 2 more castings of Remove Curse today, and so I would be honored to just keep it at the 2 again, but to apply those maybe later on this morning or definitely before today. And then Remy and Cleo kind of look at each other, and then Cleo, there's a moment of, should we wait? And then Cleo just nods.
Yes, that would be wonderful. As much as not as much as you can, but we would appreciate that. Okay, great. Thank you. And Tipsy, I would also like to apologize to you. I felt I did not do you justice, so yes, I apologize.
Hey, man, don't worry. We're all part of the team, so yeah, you're good by me. Just, hey, don't do that again.
I will not, I promise. So I might do 2 more applications, if you'll allow me, to Algernon downstairs. And then Tipsy gets off his bar stool and walks over to Rock.
Hey, you know what? It's okay.
And then Tipsy hugs his, knees.
Oh, thank you.
And then Tipsy pulls out of his pocket Waddles.
Hey, just to show you everything's fine, hold on to this little guy.
And then Waddles just stretching and yawning. Here's the yawn. I always yawn. Victor always yawns when Waddles yawns. Not really much any of the other characters, but Waddles is a very yawny little rat. So then Waddles, blinky-eyed, goes,
hey, whoa, what are you doing, man? Don't hand me over to this lunatic. Hey, just come on. Peace offering. Just sit in his hands for a second.
And then Waddles is handed over to Rock, and Rock looks down awkwardly at Waddles, and then Waddles looks kind of... And then after a little bit, then he just sleepy-eyed, his head nods down, and then he curls up in Rock's hands.
Oh, well, thank you.
And then from the open window of upstairs, Wishes comes and perches on Rock's shoulder the half an hour later. And then Wishes looks down at Waddles. And then Wishes' tail, like just the tip of the tail goes and like scritches, not tickles the end of Waddles' nose, who, and then tickles it again. And then Waddles looks up and Wishes is just staring at him with like this serpentine neck, staring and tilting his head back and forth. And then Waddles, and then Wishes leaps down from Rock's shoulder and starts like climbing over Rock's arms, and Waddles moves from hand to hand, and it's very playful. You get a sense that it's very playful right from the beginning, and then the two pets go as follows. Cute. I wanted a I wanted a Rock moment with Waddles, and then I wanted a Wishes moment with Waddles also. So there we go. That is beyond cute. Yeah. So Wishes is like climbing, and then underneath Rock's arms, and it's just this whole pet commotion and traffic right now. And then afterwards, then Rock, like the playing calms down a little bit, and then Rock hands Wishes back over to Tipsy. And then Tipsy goes,
See, no hard feelings, okay? Even that, like, no hard feelings. See, that rat likes you too. So all the rats here like you. Am I one of the rats?
Oh, Tipsy.
and then Tipsy goes,
All right, before you go do stuff, because I know you wanted to do stuff last night, but then you fucked up. Here you go, because you learned remove curse for me and Cleo and Remy, then here you go, like I promised.
And then Tipsy hands over 150 gold, and then Rock goes,
Oh, wow. That is a lot of spells.
Yeah, I know. Here you go, pal.
so I'll mark that down later. But as Tipsy turns to Cleo and Remy, he goes,
Okay, so let's go get Algernon. Do you want, Rock, do you want to, ooh-wee, that Irish coffee or tea? We talked about that a couple episodes ago. I don't remember what the conclusion was.
but
Wait, Rock, do you want to cast Remove Curse now before you head out?
Let me roll for it.
ooh, 13, no, odd.
I'll do that later.
All right.
So, Paige McCat redeemed, take a sip, water or D&Me. I got water today, girl.
And thank you, 310 up points.
So then Rock, as Cleo and Remy round the bar to get to their basement portal, then Tipsy follows them, and then Rock reaches out and then plucks a hair from Tipsy's head.
Ow, what the hell?
All right, bye.
And then Rock heads towards the door.
I'm continuing my apology tour.
And then Paige McCat, drink whatever you might like. Well, I only have water, because I only do water on Wednesdays, but thank you. So, on his apology tour, then Rock goes to, how responsible? Yep. And I don't drink the night before. D&Me either. So, Rock goes to the courtyard that has sweet treats at it, and then Rock, halfway in the courtyard, looks up at Wishes.
All right, make yourself scarce.
And then, is this easy? Because if not, then not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Oh, okay. Great. So, Wishes go. Nope. Rock goes inside Sweet Treats, and it's still morning, so it's a little breakfast crowd. But Rock waits for it to die down a little bit, and then when there's a lull, then pretty early on, Doe, the flamboyant, androgynous baker, looks up and then clocks Rock at the door, and then Rock goes, and then mimes that he doesn't have Wishes on his shoulder, and then Doe, like, points at him, and then gives a thumbs up, and then, like, a hold on, wait gesture, and then tends to the other characters, and then after the rush dies down a little bit, then Doe like kind of bows and does a come hither hand, and Rock, hi, I'm Rock the Half-Orc Wizard. I would like to apologize for yesterday. Wishes, I just learned that he needs to burn off some energy, so I want to apologize because that was not my intention to cause a kerfuffle, but I would like to pay for any damages that I was responsible for yesterday. And then Doe, who is turning their nose up at Rock, listens very carefully and dramatically, and oh, how can I be mad at you? You are fine. I appreciate that. That was a couple silver, but you coming back and going through this rigmarole, that shows real character. So let's say 8 silver and no more hubbub. Yes, thank you. Here, let me give you a gold, because this is not as this is not out of guilt for yesterday, even though there's plenty of that responsible. But this is also paying towards goodwill, because Wish's his favorite thing is cinnamon sugar. So I would like to create a good working relationship betwixt you and I, Doe. Oh, you are just as sweet as my icing, I swear. You know what? Then Doe gives Rock a smile and then reaches towards some of the remaining pastries from this morning's breakfast rush and puts it on a little paper plate. Here you go. On the house. Well, technically, you paid for it with this gold. Very generous, but be gone! Unless you want to buy other stuff. No, I have other things to do. Okay, then yes, be gone! You sweet, sweet man. And then, yes. Asterix. There was a moment in episode, it was Diamond and Silver, episode 28, where Tipsy was explaining to Remy that all of Victorious was comprised of misfits. And he was going around talking about how all the characters are flawed, and then looks up at Rock, the half-orc wizard, and goes,
You know what? Like, Rock is a orc here, and you don't think that he ever gets a smile and a free pastry somehow?
So, there we go. That was in my notes since February. So, this is July, and I thought that was really nice. So, Rock heads towards his favorite place, Bookworm's treasure. Wishes lands back on Rock's shoulder, and Rock goes, Oh, Wishes, what do you have? Let me see. And then Wishes plops. Oh, you smile and a free pastry. Yep. Wishes from his mouth plops the following into Rock's outstretched hand. And he's going to roll on a trinkets table from the player's handbook. This is 91. All right. So, very, very carefully, in between two of Wish's needle-sharp reptilian teeth, lays a very small, like 1.5-inch long piece of metal. And then Rock looks down. What's this? Oh, right. You speak Draconic and Sylvan. I don't know them yet. So as he's walking to Bookworm's treasure, he's going to ritually cast Detect Magic, and he will see that this is a needle that never bends. Thanks, Player's Handbook. How Wishes found a needle in the water-deep haystack, I'll never know. But let me write that down. That is now added into Rock's inventory, and then this is yeah, I figured that since I said it, Wishes brings Rock a trinket every once in a while that's not his. So yeah, where he got that needle, I'll never know. So hey, this is perfect, Paige McCat, because we're going into Bookworm's Treasure, which is a bookstore, and Rock wanted some more spells and quality time with his page. So he goes in, and it's, 9 now, and the cling, cling, cling of the door opening as Rock enters the bookstore and looks at the counter, and then putting down a large book, then, oh! And then an excited bronze dragonborn runs over to the door and then hugs around Rock the Half-Orc's waist. And this bronze dragonborn, short, stout, and she is covered in this teal sand. So as she, detaches from Rock's robe, then there's, a brush of sand all on his front, and he... without giving any attention to it, just brushes his front off. And Paige goes, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." "No, it's fine, really. I promise it. I enjoyed the hug. That was nice. Good. Hello. Hi. It's been a couple days." "Yes, it has. I apologize for that. I wanted to come here because it has been a couple days. And see you and say hi. And I really enjoy your company, and I felt that our last interaction before we went off and we did an adventure. Oh, I have to tell you all about the restful Lily." "Please do." Yes, but our last adventure together, we went to the restaurant, Cherub's Eloquence, and it was really weird, huh?" It was a very unique dining experience." "Yes, so I feel that the company was fantastic, but the atmosphere was a bit weird, so I believe that date, Garner's gave us permission, has earned us a better one, and I've been thinking about it, and I think something really cute for both of us would be to go through your store and then pick out books for each other and then read them. I think that would be lovely." And then Paige... the bronze underneath her teal sand darkens to a gold. "I would like that very much." "Oh, fabulous. And I just got a sizable amount of gold, so I would like to pay for the book that I will find for you, and then you will find for me, because I want to support the endeavors of my friends." And then Paige looks up suspiciously. I know you, historically have not had that many funds. So you really don't have to buy... No, I really want to. It's something that I would like to garner is just financial goodwill. So if I can pay it forward, then I would like to. Well, how about this? Instead of money, then I would appreciate a trade of time. How about that? Where if you just hang out here every once in a while in quality time, then I will consider that payment enough. And then Paige continues. Oh, excuse me. She does not burp, but Paige continues. "And in fact, the more time you spend, then we can work out a library solution situation where you can check out any of the books that you want, and then that will be me investing in you, because I know you have wizardry ambitions, and I would like to support that as well." "Oh my gosh, that's wonderful, and I was thinking something similar of that. So in that case, I would like to borrow the books on ASL and Sylvan and Draconic, please, and the tome of short stories that you were reading earlier, if you're done with it." And then smiling, then Paige goes, "Okay, of course, yes, I will get those. And before we get the books, then, there's no actual discounts for registered magics of Bookworm's Treasure. I just thought you were cute." And then Rock turns this deep maroon. Is that purple? This deep periwinkle. And Rock goes, "Oh, oh, look, books!" And then he goes through the aisles, and then they pick out books for each other, which is cute. Yeah, Mom says, "Book nerd date." Hell yeah. Yeah. So, then, yes, Rock picks out, let's see. A tome of short stories was what Paige was reading earlier. So he picks out, like, maybe, kind of like Rick Riordan's Greek mythology and Egyptian mythology and his mythology series. Then he picks out a teen mythology book that's not like the deep study of mythos, but it's not young adult. And he brings that. He leafs through it a little bit, and then he makes sure that there are some orc tales, but not the really vicious, bloody, gory ones. So he picks that out for Paige, and then Paige will pick out, let's see, an ASL book, which is ASMR Sign Language, because Rock wants to learn all the languages, Sylvan, Draconic, and then, hey, yeah, this will be cute. And then she picks out a collection of Draconic legends. So it talks about different heroic Draconic figures in lore, and Tiamat, the 5-headed dragon god, who's chaotic evil, I think. And yeah, so they pick out that for each other, which is very fitting. Yeah, great. Just zooming through on my notes, which is perfect. Then, yes, they all come back to Tipsy's Tavern. Toot Toot is downstairs admiring. He's like a patron of an art museum looking at the murals, and Leaf is like kind of anxiously, nervously floating behind him, checking Toot Toot for any reaction, and then Toot Toot with a performance. 9 plus 15. He rolled a 15. He has plus 9 to performance. With a 26, then Toot Toot is expertly having Leaf in the palm of his hands of, oh, I see. The details. So he's not giving like positive or negative, and he's playing the melodies of plucking at Leaf's heartstrings. And then at the end, right before Onyx and Rock come back through the front door, then at the end, after Toot Toot has admired all of the mural, then he looks up. Leaf, you are a genius! And then Leaf claps his hand, and like there's celebration, and then Toot Toot goes around asking about different details that he caught. Oh, tell me about this. And then Leaf's hands just blurs in activity. Then, almost floating in, Rock comes back into Tipsy's Tavern. Onyx comes in strutting with a rolled up black pelt under one arm, this package, this satchel in the other arm, and then over his shoulders is this rust-colored red mantle, which is this big fluffy kind of, from Game of Thrones, the Black Watch, from the very north, the ice wall, and then some other, really, really big old fluffy shoulder stuff, which looks like this. So that is what a cured Peggy hide, a Peggy pelt, looks like. I worked on that also before D&' Artistry because I knew it was going to happen this episode, so I wanted to throw that in there. And because his silver dragon hide mantles were denied by the group, then Onyx wants his shoulders warm. Dang it. He's got big old beefy arms, but he wants that. It's almost like a status symbol. And it's super furry. Look at that. That looks like, the comfiest blankie. Anyways, so he comes back. Nice detail, Onyx bling. So Onyx comes back with that, and he's looking down at the ground to figure out where the best place to put the Hellhound pelt is, because he has this wolf pelt right here. So I'm thinking he wants to put the Hellhound pelt right there. So Onyx looks and walks over there and then throws the Hellhound without anyone's permission and just puts it there. And it's a weird, this whole tap room looks it's beautiful, but also eclectic because there are two big old pelts, a wolf pelt and a hellhound pelt, so both dark brown or black, like four-legged pelts. And then underneath that, the floor itself is this colored chalk of a forest floor with a pond and like a little rock pathway. And then the walls are this urban scape. So it's a very weird, eclectic, really cool. Oh, and the ceiling also has like this swirling, almost hurricane devoted to the goddess of the sea for Fleet's Wake. And Leaf finished off the mural, so everything is now up to snuff, and all the detail work and is all polished and beautiful. So coming down from upstairs is Tipsy, and then floating 20 feet behind him is Tensier's floating disc, which is certain dimensions I said a couple episodes ago, but all three of the Patra were-rats are sitting crisscross applesauce on the disc as it floats down the stairs following Tipsy.
Yeah, and then that's it. So that's my room, and then the private bath I showed y'all. So yeah, Cleo and Remy saw the view from. Wait, could we get up there with the disc? I don't know. So yeah, that's all really cool. And that's Tipsy's Tavern. We're gonna open it, but we need to put in a lot of work for it. So I cast Tensier's floating disc ritually, so I don't need to mark off a spell slot. Oh, hey, everyone's here!
And then coming in, then they all meet in the middle. All of my Tipsy's Tavern NPCs and PCs. Non-playable characters and playable characters. So, Rock starts the conversation.
Oh, hello, Algernon. I deeply apologize. And to Tononix, I should apologize to you as well, and Leaf for witnessing, but thank you for your patience and acceptance. So, I'm sorry, Algernon. Tipsy, thank you for translating.
You're welcome. Squeak, 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 squeakin', squeak, squeakity, mix squeakers.
As he's translating to Squeak from Common.
If you would like, I could cast Remove Curse now. The two applications, I have 2 level 3 spell slots. I do not want to push myself.
And then
squeaky, squeak, squeak.
Oh, squeak.
Yep, he says that'd be good. And then after that, then I know we have a thing tonight, so we want to get to that, but
squeaking.
But you know, when we leave, then the Patras want to just stay inside, and they really love it here so far. Last night was the best sleep they all had. So, we did it! We did it! I'm a good person!
Oh, well, we always knew that.
Yeah, but story mechanics!
So, Rock, much more gentle without any of the spectacle that was last night. Then Rock puts his hand out and touches Algernon's shoulder, who twitches a little bit, and he looks a lot better this morning. Like, his completely white hair all over his body has turned a little dark, so it's like salt and pepper. It's a lot of salt, but that is restored, and his eyes aren't as clouded over cataracts. He's still blind, but you can see, like, some rejuvenation in Algernon, the were-rat father. And Algernon, then Rock,
here we go, just one.
And then Rock's, like, robes flutter, and only Rock's robes and Algernon's, the restful Lily robe flutter. There's no wind for any of the other characters.
One application.
Taking a deep breath, and then just doing the second application. And then Rock steps back and sees Algernon, like, his shoulders lower even more, and his face, there's really not any semblance of were-rat anymore.
I would like to, I know we spoke about 5 applications. Yesterday was 3. These were the last 2, but according to how many decades he's been cursed. But tomorrow I would still like to do one last one, just to make sure.
And then holding Algernon's hand, then Cleo squeezes it and then looks up at Rock.
Thank you, Rock. Really. You're quite welcome. Thank this little guy.
That's me. He's talking to me. Hey, I'm a good person, right?
Yes, you are a good person, Tipsy. Yes, you are.
Yeah. Great. Man, this feels great to be good, huh? We should do good all the time.
Well, I like to think that we do good a lot of the times. I'm lawful good, so not a lot we do does not fall under good. Well, yep. Nah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's good to say. All right. So, Toot fumbling for words. Then, as Tipsy walks the Patras back to the basement, then Onyx goes, "Hey, so everybody, I know we're going to the theater tonight, so I have something for you all."
That is a spectacular looking mantle.
Thanks. You want to feel it?
Sure. And then all three boys are like rubbing their hands in the fur that is the...
Yeah. All right, that's enough. Get off.
Oh, Onyx, you are the surprise silly hit. Anyways, so then he opens up the bag and then pulls out these four... At first, it's a little jarring to see them, but he pulls them out and then shows them off, and then all three of the victorious boys gasp because they're weird and unexpected and completely beautiful. So he holds up these tiny little collection of bones, and it's well put together and well thought out, where it's like these claws. So 5 tiny claws and all of the foot bones are holding onto these precious stones. And Rock pulls out 4 of them.
All right, so this is like a brooch or a necklace, whatever you want. But these were the intellect devourer's paws from back in the sewer. So I have the helmet, the gazer helmet, but for these, since there were 4 paws, then I had Roxanne at all that glimmers. I saw a glimmer this morning too, he says but make them into a brooch, and like each paw is holding a stone for you all. So I have the onyx one that Tipsy gave me. I took it out of my drinking horn and the onyx because I'm onyx.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah, so that one's mine. Tipsy, here, this one's holding a diamond. Toot, this is a tiger's eye. And then Rock, here's a rock. No, I'm kidding. It's an amethyst. So, hold on.
And then he passes those out, and then Tipsy and Rock and Toot are really admiring these, and Onyx pulls out 4 little slips of paper from the bag.
Okay, Onyx, yeah. But diamond is universally treasured and valuable, hard to break and versatile. So, Tipsy, do you want this little piece of paper saying?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow. This is amazing.
Amethyst is connection to spiritual and mundane, easy accessible and helper to all who ask. And purple. So, here you go.
Amazing. Onyx, I don't know what to say.
Okay.
And then and then pulling out the last piece of paper.
Tiger's eye, which is not an actual tiger's eye, which was kind of disappointing. Roxanne said tiger's eye, and I was really excited. And I was like, oh, cool, you have tiger's eyes here? And she was like, no. But is self-confidence and inner strength. It is a feel-good protector and has earthy qualities and color. Tiger's eye is also multi-faced head and changes with the light.
And then all 4 of the boys, the other 3 boys, are just in awe of this really generous. Yeah, gifts is really Onyx's love language because he keeps trying. Like the silver mantles, nope, his Peggy mantle. And then he's given these to them. And
hey, Onyx, thanks. Hey, group hug.
Group hug.
Group hug.
Yeah.
And then they all do a little group hug because I like hugs. So there we go. Oh boy, that was 2 pages and then some. All right. So that night, anything else before the night of Shea 26? Oh. Yeah. So, flashback to Rock a little bit with the books. Oh, Paige, tonight we are going to the theater because Sheen, I told you about Sheen, is giving us free tickets to the opening night of Low Stealth Roll. So would you like to come? And then Paige looks up. She's like eating a small little muffin as they're spending a while reading. It's a nice, quiet morning in the Bookworm's Treasure after they went through the aisles. Then she, with a mouthful of pastry. Fabulous. Yes. Okay. So Paige is invited to tonight. I had that in my notes, but I kind of glazed over it. But all right. So the show. Victorious are outside the Seven Masks Theater. And it's early evening now. They had breakfast and lunch in Tipsy's tap room, and they dressed up as best they could. Let's see, Onyx. Yeah, they all have their brooches, which I wanted to do the Intellect Devourer pause for D and Artistry yesterday, but I just didn't have time. I didn't finish Buzzer Bros either, but it's in here. I want to do them, but yeah, there we go. So they all look their best, as best they can, and go into the courtyard in front of the Seven Masks Theater. And Rock has minored illusioned his nails to match Paige's teal color. And you can see that in a close-up insert of both of them holding hands. And then you can see Rock's fingernails. And then as they approach, and it's cooling down for the evening, and the sky is getting the beautiful colors of the sunset. And they walk in. They are approaching the theater, and then Wishes excitedly is like quickly looking around because this is his home pretty much before wanting to be with Rock. And to that point, Toot Toot, as they're approaching, Toot Toot goes, "Now, Wishes, are we dropping you off?" And then Wishes, "Ah!" And then just like puts his face right up against Rock's face. And then Rock, looking at Toot Toot, "Oh, Wishes would like to stay with us for a while." And then Wishes like playfully snaps his jaw. "He would like to stay with me for a while." And then Wishes nuzzles Rock's face, and Rock gives a kind of look as Toot Toot goes, "Oh, wow. Well, Wishes, you can stay as long as you want. We are just a little menagerie of misfits, aren't we?" "Yes, we are." And then Wishes snaps his head back over to the Seven Masks Theater, and then flashes invisible, and then Rock can feel him launching off of his shoulder as he flaps into the audience pouring into the theater, and you can hear a line of shrieks as shocked people grab their bottoms in defense and a distant cackling. And now in the lobby of the Seven Masks Theater, then Rock went to get the tickets. Let's see. Okay, because Sheen only left 4 tickets for the 4 victorious boys, so Rock is going to roll a thing. Shit. Wow, that was a journey, huh? All right. Let's see. Rock will roll
performance and persuasion are both +1. So, ooh, yeah. You know what? He'll cast a level 2 spell called Borrowed Knowledge, where as he walks up to, oh, even better. Yeah, as he walks up. Okay, let me just check the wording on this. Awesome. Yeah. As he walks up, then he whispers confidence to himself, and he casts Borrowed Knowledge, where he now has his proficiency bonus, which at level 5 is a +3 to any skill in which he is not proficient in. So as he walks up, he will cast Borrowed Knowledge to buff his performance and persuasion up to 4. So he will roll to try and get a 5th ticket for Paige. With a 4 plus a 4, an 8. Then then Rock walks up. Hello, I am Sheen. I'm picking up the tickets that I left here for Victorious. And then that was a very bad Rock impersonating Sheen, but that's what you get with an 8 total. So the box office attendant goes, do you know how many people have walked up and said they're Sheen? No, I know what Sheen looks like. Thank you very much. So here are the 4 tickets left for Rock the Purple Half-Orc Wizard. Okay, here you go. So he hands over the 4 tickets.
Right, okay. It's probably the voice.
It was definitely the voice. And so Paige, passing Rock, goes,
I'll buy a ticket. That's fine. Right next to yours?
Yes, we're in the 3rd row.
Okay.
And so then Paige just buys a ticket. Yeah. He could have also used Disguise Self. But Sheen is a shapeshifter. Yeah, so that would have, it didn't go well, which is great. I love this game. While standing out in the lobby of Seven Masks Theater, and there are mannequins with different costumes on and posters of past theatrical performances and props in these display cases. Oh, I should come up with another funny one, huh? Another funny example. I got nothing, y'all. Nope. Okay, there is one. Did I do this one already? Yeah, I got nothing. So, admiring the different show memorabilia on the walls, then Rock hears, oh, well, there you are. And then he turns around and sees this hunched over older form, and Rock's great happy night, his heart sinks a little bit, and Volo Thamgedarm weasels his way through the crowd towards Victorious. And I'm sure that the lore and all the books for Dungeons and Dragons and the Forgotten Realms, I'm reading over all of the other notes, and it says that Volo is younger and just a beloved character, but really, Volo in this show, Volo Thamp, is getting a bad rap. But hey, that's what you get for being a racist. That's just kind of my apparent spin on it after these 47 episodes. So, Rock.
Oh, hello, Volo Thamp.
Very purposefully always using his full name. And then Volo will roll for something. Oh, hello. And then he will roll a natural 20. All right. Rock. Rock. Yes. Oh, hello, Rock. And, the others. How are you? I remember seeing you in the
the Sea Ward and the invitation. It wasn't an invitation. To come see tonight's theater piece and see you all doing so well. Tell me, how have you been?
And then Toot Toot, seeing Rock very awkward and uncomfortable right now. Volo, Thamp, we have been doing well. We have been off caravanting. That's not the right word. And doing adventures. Thank you very much for asking. We will see you perhaps later.
Oh, well, the best part of a play is beforehand, where you mingle in the lobby with the hoity-toity.
Yes, well, we are excited to be here, so thank you very much for coming around. Oh, look at all the other people. Who else have you met here? Who have you not met? Not taking the hint, with a natural 20, I'll give Volo a little. He remembers and he's persistent.
But Rock, we need to get together. I remember you when we first met, that you wanted to pick my mind of my magical abilities, so I want to honor that. Let us schedule a time for me to pass on even more of my knowledge.
And then Rock.
Yes.
Apprehensive. Then notices a female dwarf waddling up to meet them. And this dwarf has a long black ponytail all the way down her back, and a smart black goatee and a little twirled mustache. And she walks up and goes,
"Oh, good, you made it. I like to sneak out before the curtain to see who all is here. Hello, Tipsy, Onyx Rocks, Toot Toot, my dear, hello, you look fantastic."
He mentions over to Paige, who pulled out all the stops, and she has like this very aquamarine. What's a blue-green kind of very fancy dress and a nice pair of opera glasses.
You look amazing. Wow. What is your name?
Oh, I am Paige, the wordsmith. Very nice to meet you, and you are?
Oh, well, some would say I'm the star of the show, but I don't like to toot my own horn too much.
And then Volo Thamp, now kind of taken aback by this rude person who intruded on him talking to, what's-his-face, goes,
yes, who exactly are you?
And then the female dwarf Sheen looks around.
Oh, well, you can say that I'm a frequent visitor of the theater. And who exactly are you? Me and Rock were talking. Yes. Oh, okay. Talking about what? If you must know, magical education. Oh, fabulous. Are you one of his professors from his university? From Strixhaven, if I'm not incorrect?
No, you are correct.
Yes, were you one of his professors there, his educators? Because Rock informed me in our magical dealings that you, that the wonderfully generous people at the university, that was some of his highest class learning, and he had an absolute blast there, and that was some of his best times he's ever had. No, we have not. I have not imparted some of my knowledge to him yet. Oh, so not yet. You okay, I see. You haven't taught him lessons? Because we had a wonderful couple of hours sitting down, and then I've taught him a little advanced magic, but he's more than capable of handling it. What were you going to teach him? Illusion magic. It's far too superior for someone of your type to understand. Someone of my type? Is that because I'm a woman?
Whoa. And then Volo is not making eye contact with, oh no, Volo, you're digging yourself a hole. He's not making eye contact with Paige, who's getting flustered and taking aback. Wow, Volo's becoming a misogynist also. And then Sheen, who's delightfully staring daggers at Volo.
No, that's not what I said. It's just...
Oh, really? Well, I've given him plenty of knowledge. What have you done for our boy if you haven't given him any lessons yet?
Well, if you must, I've given him his current abode.
All right. Rock was talking to me about that a little bit. There were some surprise expenses that you didn't explain earlier when the transaction was going through, huh?
It must have slipped my mind.
I see. So how did they get about doing this? Getting this free house?
They did an adventure for me.
That was dangerous, and you didn't explain a lot of the ramifications also. And then also, the Troll Skull Manor was indeed haunted, so they were risking their hides staying there that night. Huh. What a wonderful gift. Volo is getting flustered. But yes, speaking of illusion magic that is beyond my comprehension, Volo leans forward.
I'll have you know, I can illusion lapse around you.
Well, and then Sheen then morphs into Volo as Volo opens his eyes and then sees his own form staring back at him.
Well, that's hardly impressive, because you could simply do a disguise self or an alter self spell. It's low-level illusion work.
He says, looking up at Rock, kind of asking for backing up here, but Rock is really taken aback in the best possible way that Sheen is standing up for him this diligently. And Sheen goes, oh, no, you're right. To transform myself, that's rudimentary. But this... And then Sheen Volo stares at Volo, and Sheen squints Volo's eyes. Here? So then Sheen, like, as if reading something. Oh, interesting. And then Sheen shifts once again into a really tall figure, a rail-thin, super pale elf with platinum blonde hair that goes down to her waist straight, and is very top-heavy. Unnaturally so. And this new female form looks down at Volo because she's taller, and Volo, you can see his eyes go completely wide and the color is draining from his face. Now, this is interesting. Who is Mint Chocolate Chip, and why are you so impatient for the play to be over? Is it to pay for her company again after the show?
Rock, I will talk to you later.
And then Volo scampers off, and then Sheen, as this female form looks down, this female elf form looks down, a bit too large for my taste, but if that's what she prefers, then good on her. It's a confidence boost. Look, now everyone's staring. Ha! Fabulous. I'll see you later, Volo! And then Volo hides himself deeper into the crowd. And Sheen now rubbing her temples. Oh, which gives me a headache. I normally use read thoughts to see what people think of my performance afterwards, but he was a bit of an annoying twat, wasn't he?
Volo.
Rock steps forward.
Thank you for that.
My pleasure, boy. From what you told me, and he's been around a couple shows, you deserve better. So. Oh, what a prick. But Anyways, thank you so much for showing up to tonight's show. It's a farce, low stealth roll, but we manage a good number of dramatic moments. It's very self-referential. There's a lot of comedy. It's a farce, but we also do Foley work. So we make the noises off stage in the wings. And then Tutu, the noise is off, and the noise is off stage. Yes, you heard me right. So enjoy tonight. I will see you later. And then as he leaves, and teetering, no, Sheen, Master of Disguise, turtle, Master of Disguise, Sheen walks expertly through the crowd, and he draws all the awes as they go through, and expertly in these like 8-inch heels, and he's just killing it as they go off. So then Toot Toot hears a clearing of the throat.
Hello.
Hold on. Hi. And then Toot Toot turns around. Oh, hello, Bonnie and Yagra Stonefist. What a delight. And then, sure enough, the petite human strawberry blonde form of Bonnie, who is Princess Misdirections' disguise, the royalty of the doppelgang, and Tiffany, her Goliath Fighter bodyguard, disguised in her Yagra Stonefist blue, kind of light turquoise half-orc form, emerge from the crowd. And I will say what they're going to do next after I take a break, calling a quick intermission because I'm well hydrated. So let me throw up my pre-show. This is going swimmingly, y'all. This is going great. I'm killing it. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I will be back. I will put up a pre-show and, well, the intermission, and then, yeah, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. Okay, bye. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba. And I'm back. Look, I didn't dry my hands. Look, I washed my hands, all right? All right, so then Bonnie and Yagra emerge from the crowd, and Bonnie says, "Oh, hi, Toot Toot. We got your letters, so we decided to come in. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for helping us. I'm really excited for the show tonight." And then Tutu goes, "Ha! Well, it's wonderful to... I'm sorry, letters? Yes, we got 3 letters this morning, so thank you. That's a lot of confirmation that you're back, but I appreciate that." Okay. Well, I only sent 1 letter tonight. Or today. Okay, shoot.
Yeah, I got 3 letters yesterday.
I only sent 1 letter last evening. So, Rock, did you write a letter?
No, I not no.
Onyx, Tipsy,
No.
do you have them on you? Can I see them? And so then she pulls out,
Yeah,
here's one of them. And then, sure enough, one of them is the paper bird that Toot Toot sent yesterday. And there are 2 more. And these other 2 are written in beautiful, intricate, elaborate, exquisite cursive and this emerald ink. And then Rock looks over Toot Toot's shoulder.
wow, that penmanship is immaculate.
Toot Toot reads, "Good morning, Princess. We have found circumstance and brought him back to the safety of Waterdeep. To celebrate the happy reunion and well-being of all doppelgangers, please collect Tiffany and we shall celebrate tonight at the Seven Masks Theater. Save us all a seat, ever in your debt victorious." None of us wrote that. And then the other one says, "The honorable and strong Tiffany, we have found circumstance, blah, blah, blah. Please collect the princess and we shall, and cheers." My letter, I kept it, let me see if I have the letter. Hold on. Yeah, my letter was, "Dearest Bonnie, we have found the last and certainly least of your group. They are back and safe in town. Please keep safe and discreet. Preparations are being made. See you soon. Sincerely yours, Toot Toot. P.S. Please tell Tough and Gorgeous for us. Onyx says hi." But I kept mine really vague because I didn't want it to be intercepted, even if the paper bird, like, not intercepted by, like, en route to you. But that's, it says princess and, yeah, I specifically did not use your real names. So, interesting. Well, thank you for coming. I'm sure. Did you get seats all right?
That is kind of weird. Yeah, we did get seats right next to yours because we asked the box office. So, okay. Well, Yagra, do you want to tell the boys?
Yes.
So Yagra Stonefist, the half-orc thug, kind of walks in this tight huddle with the other 4 boys. She gestures for a tight huddle, and they all lean in, and Tiffany says, "While I was asking around for tickets for the Castle Lantern party, I found some sketchy stuff, so I told Bonnie about it, and so I want to tell you all. First, Davil and the others said that the Castle Lantern family is normally untouchable, very secretive, connected to the top, most powerful, and worst people around, that they very much believe in the separation of rich from the poor, so this party that y'all were talking about will have wealthy from all over, obviously, of course, but also they've invited 100 homeless people from across Waterdeep to their party too. I don't know why, but that seems unusually generous and therefore incredibly suspicious. Second, the Castle Lanterns have this other noble family working underneath them. You can see the Castle Lanterns and the Grolhuns at each other's mansions all the time. At first, I thought it was like a swinging situation, but it turns out that Yala Grolhund, the matron of the Grolhuns, has huge ties in the Black Network. She told the Zents, the Black Network, that it is in their best interest not to come to the party or to interfere. So that's even more suspicious. Now, I can imagine, a type of sketchy, shady clientele the Black Network keeps, so this sounds even more bad than usual. Are you sure you still want to go to this party? No. That sounds very bad. And then
Oh, wow! Onyx rolled a 19 plus 2 wisdom.
Hey, speaking of that, yesterday I talked to the Buzzer Bros, and speaking of Grolhuns, because we checked out the Plaza Grolhund a while ago for the Sea Ward. The Sea Ward, the neighborhood. Sea Ward.
He looks at Tiffany and Bonnie and Paige and... Is there another lady with us?
I don't recall.
No, I think that's it.
The neighborhood. But, yeah, they said that a lot of poison was being shipped to the Plaza Grolhunt, so that's where the party's gonna be, right? I think so, yeah, the Plaza Grolhunt, so... Yeah, guys, this doesn't sound very good. Like, I know I'm a mole.
Tiffany leans in deeper into the huddle.
For the Black Network, but this sounds not great at all. I would highly recommend, for your safety and well-being, that you do not attend this party. I could still try and get the tickets if you want, but I am not feeling comfortable, especially now that all of our group is back together. So,
yeah, that sounds like a very good idea.
Thank you for the heads up,
Yagra. And Bonnie, amazing, always to see you. And then as Toot Toot is small-talking Bonnie a little bit, then Onyx goes up to Yagra.
Hey, I wanted to apologize for knocking you out in the confrontation before we met. I didn't mean it. Like, you were a threat, so... No hard feelings?
And then Yagra / Tiffany looks down.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. In fact, Toot Toot told me that you were actually the first one to jump to action that first night we met. That y'all were just meeting for the first time. Then my fight with the Xanathar Guild assholes broke out, and you were the first one to look over your shoulder, say nope, and join the fray. So, thank you.
And then Tiffany punches Onyx hard in the shoulder. And then her and Bonnie kind of are starting to file into the 2 hallways that go down to the main auditorium. And people are now starting to get into their seats. And Onyx seeing the 4-finger fist mark in the softness of his mantle, thinking of this individual that he took a shining to in the Restful Lily versus and how awful she was, Peggy Pigknuckle, versus this what a woman in Tiffany that's going down to take their seats. So the next little bit here, they all start going into the auditorium. Ooh, I have the background for it. Bop. Lovely. Can we? Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Gonna edit this out of the podcast, but all right. So, there we go. So they're all starting to get into their seats. Toot Toot goes kind of in the middle of the, into the middle of the row that they have the tickets for. Bonnie to his left, and Tiffany to Bonnie's left, and then sitting to Toot Toot's right is Rock and Paige, kind of holding hands, and then Tipsy, and then Onyx. Paige is kind of being quiet and just is really excited to spend time with her booze group. So she's just sitting there, and you can see like a little playful finger playing of the 2 holded hands. And then on Paige's snout, this reptilian dragonborn snout, then the opera glasses kind of slide down, leaving these 2 tracks in the teal sand. And just like with her other glasses, they're not staying on straight, so it's knocking a little bit of the skin flakes off. And then Tipsy, who's sitting next to her, and they're making small talk, and he goes,
Do you want me to fix those glasses? I have fine wrecking tools and fine tinkering tools. Like, I can help you. Like, I can see the the lines in your face.
Oh, well, that would actually be quite amazing. Here you go.
and then Paige offers over her opera glasses, and so he fixes those, like tightens up the little like these tiny screws he takes out from his thieves tools kit, like a little tiny screwdriver, and screws those in.
Here you go. Try that.
Oh, this fits best. Oh, wow. This hasn't... They sit up on my face.
Yep. Do you have other pair of glasses? The pair of glasses I saw you in. Yeah, hand me those 2.
And then he fixes those, which I had Rock suggest that Tipsy fix, or did I just write those in my notes? Anyways, that was a long time ago. But Toot Toot is reading the program. Funny, there's only one bio in here. And there's a little grumbling from there's general audience din, but there's a little grumbling from the people behind our boys, and they kind of move aside and shift over. And then the lights start to dim. And then you can hear the orchestra playing underneath the lip of the stage, right at the front of the stage, playing. They're tuning. And the lights are dark on the stage, and there's this general blue wash over the set, and you can see upstage right, which is audience left, kind of along the curtain, these tall buildings, and it's forced perspective, so it looks like a sprawling cityscape behind. And on the stage are these white pillowy snow piles all around. And to stage left, which is audience right, you can see this rounded wall with a door in it and dark windows, and the rounded wall takes up like half the stage. And and then applause as the overture ends, and you can hear someone walking onto stage, and then a light appears, hitting this proud man standing tall with a brunette bun and a great big bushy beard, and standing taller than the other actors. And this gentleman is in an orange dress shirt and cargo shorts, and he says, he clears his throat. Snow is falling, and it's thankfully a crisp night, but there's not a lot of wind. Snow is falling, and then it's nice and pillowy, soft on the streets of the city, and you can hear the crunch as people bundled up are going to their houses as quick as they can from their businesses. People don't like the cold here, but it's the season, so people zip across the street as fast as they can. And we follow this one little beautiful, unique snowflake as it floats down. And sure enough, you can see a small minor illusion snowflake falling gracefully down from the ceiling of the stage, dancing and twirling in the silent choreography of Shin's prologue. In this quiet night, and then as it's about to join more snow on the ground, then all of a sudden, and then, comes this figure, and, he has, these
orange flame spirals, orange and yellow like fire revolving around him and spinning around, and he's confused. A trapdoor opens, audience left, stage right, and we see a double helix of 4 illusionary flame balls spinning upwards around a doubled over figure slowly rising up on a platform to meet the stage. And he straightens up. The Sheen actor gestures over to the human actor, and the human actor does indeed straighten up, but only to his knees. This is the performer we saw earlier who was putting on knee pads. And in front of him is not the ancient white dragon that he just interacted with. The play starts with Sheen narrating as this smaller actor looks around frantically, spots something further downstage, walks towards it, but then trips majestically on the ice, spends a good 5 seconds flailing about, and then, sure enough, fall backwards into the snow. The audience laughs. He then gets up, brushes himself off, spots the snowbank again, then sure enough trips on some more ice further along, falls for 5 more seconds, and then falls face first into the snow. The audience laughs some more. He gets up carefully, walks forward carefully, reaches into a stage snowbank, and retrieves a small little mouse hand puppet. With big expressive joy, the actor throws his hands up, throwing himself all off balance, and with 5 more seconds, he falls backwards again, launching the mouse hand puppet 20 feet in the air, which falls gently and safely to the snow next to him. The audience howls with laughter. Tipsy, upon seeing the actor on stage, says,
Wait a minute. This guy's hilarious!
Then the actor straightens up to his knees again, looks around to this now lit doorway up some stairs, and the curved wall, the door, the windows light up, and the stage left side of the stage warms. As he heads towards it, and as he does, the half of the set starts to rotate. On a giant turntable, we now see being revealed the inside cutaway section of a 3-story tavern, warmly lit with other actors occupying the space inside with busy work. And he gets to the doorway and walks up the stairs on his knees and enters into this place. And yeah, the whole stage is then lit. We see a little sliver of outside still with all the buildings, but the tavern comes alive with energy and actors doing just busy work. Yeah. One actor stands behind the bar, archetypally cleaning a mug with a rag. The center part of his beard is caked with peach foundation, and the other 2 parts of his beard is darkened with eyeliner. And the play goes on. Another actor enters the same way from up the stairs, but he has white painted clothespins clipped to his beard. Another is covered in purple face paint with fake teeth jutting out of his mouth. His accent is pretty inconsistent. And the most impressive entrance of all, a massive mascot head rises out of the stage, followed by a normal 5'8" actor, but this body keeps going. It turns out that this very talented performer is standing on 19 inches of stilts. And of course, since low stealth roll is a farce, the first thing this tall actor does is he hits his head on the top door frame as he enters into the tavern. And for low stealth roll throughout the next couple scenes, then all of the doors on stage open and close a whole bunch. The set has a bar upstage and this well in the middle of the tavern, a couple tables which are now spilled out onto the actual stage from the turntable. We see a spiral staircase, this narrow column going up, and there are doors on the first floor of the building part of the set. There's doors on the second level and then on the third level. So all of those are opening, closing, open slam, open slam, open slam. And there are
let's see, what are some examples of low stealth roll? The small actor precariously teeters on the edge of the massively wide well opening. The mouse hand puppet appears on the opposite end of the bar and steals some cheese from the bartender without him noticing. And then in the next scene, magically winds up the stairs. So it's then for no particular reason, the dwarf actor climbs all 3 of the stairs to retrieve the mouse hand puppet, but then trips at the top, and then he falls all the way down the 3 stories of spiral staircase and then sprawls out, and that gets a big applause from the audience. What else? What other bits can we have? Some of the other ensemble members are coming in and out, and all of the actors look pretty much the same. They all have brunette hair tied up and a beard. Some just go off stage and come on with different hats or different costumes, but it's a whole endeavor. And the audience is loving it, and Victorious is finally having like just a nice calm evening, enjoying theater, Toot Toot especially. And then a rumbling. Sheen looks over to the well and offstage left, where he's met with a crew member shaking his head, and then the rumbling intensifies, and Sheen staring because the monster's cue is too early. Then Sheen looks to stage right, and emerging from the curtains from the wings is this giant form. At first you think the shadows are just spilling from the side of the stage, but through the dimly lit blue wash of the outside lit scene is this giant form, maybe 10 feet tall, black skin, and he steps into the light and you see a lot of things. Giant ears, pure white tusks, a trunk writhing, one big dark leather strap across his midnight bare chest, one big scar over his right eye, which is squinted, gray clay tribal paintings on his body of handprints and geometric designs, and dragging behind him, splintering wood from the stage, is a gunmetal black giant maul with a huge spiked stone at the end. And what's most telling is this dark figure in the dimly lit stage. The things you can see the most are from his eyes these venom green wisps of fire trailing behind him. Toot Toot instantly recognizes him as not from his family's herd, but this is one of the blood hunters of the Timber Lodge. Blood hunters of the Timber Lodge when he was still in Revelton. And the last time he saw this Loxodon, it was a very awkward meeting. And he onto stage. He looks around. There's a couple gasps from the audience, but everyone's still invested in the show and thinks, what an entrance. And then Sheen steps forward with his spotlight following him. Excuse me? Hi. Took us a while to find you, but here you are. And then from behind Toot Toot, you hear a clearing of a voice, a clearing of a throat, and then, hello, princess. Goodbye, princess. And Toot Toot jerks his head around, and sitting in the seats behind him, now leaning forward in his seat, is a drow with straight white hair, with purple skin and dark purple leather. and emerging from behind him and Bonnie's seat is this silver saber. And we're going to roll some initiative. So. Ladies and gentlemen, entertainers of all kinds, we have... How do I want to do this? All right. In the Seven Masks Theater, we have this lovely mask. Nope. We have this lovely map. The cartography is by Che Piku. Che Piku, you can find them at Patreon. They make amazing maps. They gave me permission to use this. You can find them on patreon.com/CZEPEQU. You can find them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And let's just zoom in a little bit here just to see all the magical, beautiful stuff going on. This is a just mind-bogglingly great map. So, I don't have a D&Me arrow. That would have been smart. I have one right here, though. Right here, we see the whole stage. Why can't we see the stage? Hold on 2 seconds. Oh, because I didn't click all the buttons correctly. There we go. So, yeah. We have the stage. So, all of this, let's see. This is Sheen with his spotlight. These are the 4 actors around a table. That's the gnome, the dwarf, the orc, and the elephant. This is the tavern. That's the well. Here's another table and seats. This is a bar. Those are bar stools. This is the little entranceway. These are snowbanks. These are the flats that are the buildings for the rest. This is the blue wash. This is the spiral staircase. That's the 2nd floor, and that's the 3rd floor. But let me show y'all the wonderful, the detail work. So thanks again, Che Piku, for permission to use this map for tonight. Seven Masks Theater, so these are all the masks. That's an awesome dragon. That map is amazing. Oh, I know. I've been working on it a lot. So down here in the audience, I rolled for how many people are in which row, but these are our main characters right here. Boop. So we have Yagra, and that's the art from the book. This is Bonnie, who I've always imagined being played by Deborah Ann Wool. So, Deborah, if you want to be on my show, yes, please. She is from Daredevil, and she has her own D&D show, which she is the dungeon master of, and that's incredible. So, yeah, come on D&Me, and it could be D&We. This is Toot Toot Rock. Paige, who kind of turned out to be like a spoonbill, which the design is awesome. Tipsy and Onyx. And then let's see, what else? What else we got going on? And then, yeah, just the rest. All right, here we go. And that's a lot of freaking characters. So let me... Oh, speaking of which... Bop. So, behind... Since I said it, this is also... This is the Loxodon, and behind them now is the drow that stabbed Toot Toot. And that's a lot of characters, so I have perfected... I have not. But I have gotten it more down to a science. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll 100 initiatives. So, Tipsy. Let's bring out all my D20s just to have them out right here, so I don't have to dig around. Is that all of them? Sure is. Tipsy has a +4 initiative. Wait, is that all of them? No, I knew it. Tipsy has a +4 initiative. That's 4 + 3, 7. So 7. Onyx has +0 to initiative. His is 7, just straight up. Rock has a +2 initiative. 14, so his is 16. Toot Toot has a +3 initiative. 15, so 18 altogether. Wishes, who is somewhere in this theater, has a +5. 12 +5, that's 17. Now my NPCs. Paige has a -1. So 8, so that's 7 altogether. That's a lot of 7s. Sheen has a 19, rolled a 19, but he has a -1. The actors / crew members rolled a 10. They have a nothing to initiative. Bonnie has a, let's do this, +4 to that 5. That's a 9. Tiffany has rolled a 14 -2, so that's 12. Volotham Gedarm, who is in the auditorium, 17 +1. That's a 18 altogether. The Black Loxodon has a +1 to initiative, so with that 15, that's a 16. The Drow has a +2 initiative and rolled a 19. Shit! That's not good, y'all. So, with all of these, let me compress this information. Let me put them in the order. Let me put them. I have redundancies, so this can go very smoothly. Oh, 19 +2. That's a 21. All right. So, you go first. 21. Who's next? Sheen. Sheen has a 19. That's good. 18. Toot Toot goes next with an 18. Then Volothamp with his 18, because he has a lower dexterity modifier. We have Wishes going next with a 17. We have Rock going next with a 16. We have... no. The Black Loxodon actually goes before Rock. No, after Rock, because... Yep, great. We have Tiffany going with a 12. We have the actor crew members with 10s. We have Bonnie with a 9. And then that is the correct order for Tipsy, Onyx, and Paige. Great. So let me write all that down in my notes. With a 21. Woof. Drow going first. Sheen, 19. Toot Toot, 18. Volo, 18. Toot Toot. Volotham Gedarm. Wishes, 17. Rock, 16. Black Loxodon, 16. Wishes, Rock. Come on, don't freeze up on me right now. This is the worst time for you to do this. Wishes, Rock. Wishes, Rock. Loxodon. Tiffany, 12. Actors, 10. Stop. Tiffany, 12. Actors, 10. Bonnie, 9. Tipsy, 7. Bonnie, 9. Tipsy, Onyx, Paige. Bonnie, 9. Tipsy, Onyx, Paige. Okay. So, let me just show you all. Shoot. Okay. So, Drow, 1, Sheen, Toot Toot, Volothamp, Wishes, Rock, Loxodon, Tiffany, Actors, Bonnie, Tipsy, Onyx, Page. Drow, 21, Sheen, 19, Toot Toot, 18, Volothamp, 18, Wishes, 17, Rock, 16, Loxodon, 16, Tiffany, 12, Actors, 10, Bonnie, 9, Tipsy, 7, Onyx, 7, Page, 7. Great! I have all of their character sheets that I'm now going to put in order. Thank you for your patience. And I'm putting sticky notes so that I could just flip to the pages. All right. That was the Drow. Sheen. Sheen. Paige, you are last. So I can do that. Sheen. Sheen is number 2. I've given this a lot of thought. Sheen is number 2. Toot Toot, check. Volothamp is next. I made like 10 character sheets yesterday listing everyone. Volothamp is next. And after this little bit right here, I promise the rest will go smoother. Wishes, 17. Oh, Wishes, where were you? Ah, I see. Wishes. Wishes is 4. Rock, check, Loxodon. Loxodon is 5. Great. Loxodon is 5. Tiffany is 6. And with these, since Tiffany is a Goliath Fighter, then she has like 2 character sheets that I have to keep in mind. And the Drow has 3 pages of character, so Tiffany is 6. And I had to come up with races and classes and how they all meld together. The actors are 7. Actors are 7. Actors are 7. Bonnie is 8. Tipsy is 9. Onyx is 10. Paige is 9. Paige is 9. Great. Uh-oh, which one are you? Oh, your Paige. Yeah, this is going very smoothly. Very smoothly. So... all right. Now, since all of that is done, I have another Word document, which I'm going to write down the order of everyone and their AC, their armor class, and their hit points so that this will be my scratch sheet of paper so I can do the math off of that instead of having my normal scrap piece of paper being filled with numbers of people losing health points and me not knowing where any of them go. So, starting from the top, we have the Drow. with that many AC and that many hit points. Next, we have Sheen. Yeah, this is going great. Holy cow. After that, we have Toot. Check. Volothamp, though. Oh, I didn't roll for that. That's fine. Wishes. Loxodon. Tiffany. Already halfway through. Thank you for your patience, everybody. The actors and the crew. Armor class of 10. Hit points, 4. It's a 1d8. So let's roll a 1d8. A 6. All right, that's better. Each of the actors have 6 hit points, like most of us. And I rolled a red d8, which, first of all, matches everything in this background going on right now. But also, it's like the red shirts from Star Trek, so... Ugh. Nameless actors. All right, Bonnie. Then Paige. All right, great. This is going wonderfully. Boop. All right. Last little bit. Again, thank you for your patience. This is literally 13 characters or something. Great. All right. I have redundancies. So the red Photoshop list right here, the Photoshop layers list. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I will list all of my characters in this order so that I can fly through it visually while moving the tokens also. The Drow, Sheen, Toot, Volothamp. Who, Volothamp... Nope, that's not the right thing I wanted to do. Volothamp is actually back here. So, boop, there he is. Yep, he was there the whole time. Doop. Bop. So Volothamp. Where's my list? Volothamp wishes. Rock. Loxodon, Tiffany, actors, Bonnie, Tipsy Onyx page. Perfect. And in Word doc. That was a very important 15 minutes. So, oh boy. Oh boy. Check, yellow posted. I did that. Thin, narrow, blue posted. So just, yep. Prep all. Yep. Cool. So, technically... Oh, okay. Well, this works great. So, the Drow and the Loxodon have a surprise round. So that means they go before anyone else's initiative. And because they have been trained to hunt doppelgangers, then they have...
Excuse me.
Since they have been trained... Since these Mahouts have been trained to hunt doppelgangers, then I have given them some doppelganger stats, 2 of which are directly applicable right now. One is Ambusher. In the first round of combat, the bads have advantage on attack rolls against any creature it surprised. And then right hand in hand in that is Surprise Attack. If the bad surprises a creature and hits it with an attack during the first round of combat, the target takes an extra 3d6 damage from the attack. Oh boy. So, I have in my notes that... How can I make that the best too? I don't know. Oh, I have it right here. Great. Okay, so since it's a surprise round, I will say that the Drow goes first, and then the Loxodon, and then we start into the actual order, which it's the Drow, then Sheen. So the Drow, who pulls out a silvered saber, it glints menacingly, and then he will roll to attack Bonnie, my princess misdirection. Okay, what do you got? What do you got? Okay. He will attack once using his adamantine Acarian blade or rapier, which this isn't going to be good. 11 plus 6, that's 17. That would... Yep, that would hit Bonnie's 14 armor class. Oof. All right. But first, Tiffany, as a Goliath fighter, she has, as a fighter class, you have different like protection abilities. You have different fighting styles, and Tiffany's is protection, being a bodyguard for Bonnie. So she is exactly adapt for this. She has a thing where it's her reaction that a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet. Okay, while wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. So, crouched behind Bonnie in this audience, then the Drow reaches down, and it would seem that the rapier goes straight towards Bonnie's chest, but Tiffany, sitting to her left, immediately with one of those like Captain America Wakandan arm shields, like knocks into the Drow's wrist, causing disadvantage. That's a 16! So that 11 plus 6 hits. Tiffany used a reaction for this first round. It still hits. Can anyone do anything else? Because that was her only way she could do that. Shit! All right, well. So he hits. Let's do that damage, which Victor does not want to do, but 6 plus 3 piercing damage. 6 plus 3. Okay. So it hitting Bonnie's chest, then the blade goes in a couple inches, and then the Drow removes it and whispers to Tiffany, "Nice try." And then he will go again because he has an extra attack for Thirsting Blade. You can attack with your packed weapon twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Fuck. Yep. So 13 plus 6. It hits again. Can any of my boys... Yes. So Toot now to Bonnie's right will use his reaction to go... I'm picking up bad vibrations. So, Toot Toot will use his reaction. Toot Toot, reaction. Yes. To cast Silvery Barbs, which is a first level spell. Silvery Barbs, the drow, with his clever quip over to Tiffany, hears this loud burst of song from his right, which he was not expecting, and it like rings in his ears. And so then with Silvery Barbs, he goes for disadvantage again. 4! So that one does not hit. Great. So let me keep this in mind. And I'm probably going to forget. But I'm holding it in this hand because I'll tell you when it happens. But for the second one, it does miss. And then he hits the seat. So Bonnie like ducked to the side, and then the drow stabbed into the seat instead. Now, the Loxodon up here on stage. Great. Was that reaction, Warcaster? Nope. Perfect. So, the Loxodon on stage will look over, like, past the 4 actors sitting at a table right in between Sheen and the Black Loxodon, and they're like, oh no, this isn't good. And the Loxodon, now both enjoying the presence of this huge crowd of people, this audience, this attentive audience, points over towards Sheen and says, I got you. And he does Blood Curse of Binding, which he can only do once. As a bonus action, the Blood Hunter targets one creature it can see within 30 feet of it. The target must succeed on a DC 14 Strength saving throw, or have its speed reduced to 0 and be unable to take reactions. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the effect on itself on a success. So, what? She needs to roll 14 on strength. Let's see what his stats are for that. 14 on strength. That's a -1 to his strength, so that's not good already. I know, right? That's a 7, -1, 6. So yes, Sheen now can have no reactions, and his speed is 0. Okay, all right. I know, right? It's not good. Let me see the wording on this thing again. Shit! Ah! Everything was going so well. Cool. Tiffany will have advantage. Awesome. So, Sheen can feel his form stiffen up as the blood within his form. I do like how all the actor tokens are our esteemed DM. Oh, what? So, in a wholly unpleasant sensation, then Sheen can feel all of his blood stiffen and tighten up, and Sheen is now unable to move. Oh boy. Okay. Check. So that's just a bonus action from the Black Loxodon, and he will move over with his 30 feet of speed, which I'm sure will be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. You know what? This is a very big stage, so I'm going to count two squares on the stage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, right up against Pacificus Totalis, pretty much. So the Loxodon does make it all the way up there. Oh, fuck. So, so many things right now. Are you petrified? It does not say that you are petrified. Yes, I will not say that Sheen is petrified, because petrified means that this Loxodon would have advantage on all the attacks that he does now. But it does not word in the thing petrified, because Matthew Mercer wrote the Blood Hunter. It's from one of the Critical Role books, and he is very specific on all the wording. So I'm going to say that he is not petrified. So he will hit with his maul. Yep, he can attack twice with a weapon. Fart. Sheen has a 14 armor class. So let's roll that dumb, stupid 19. That hits. Great. 19 plus 7, that's 26. Let's see how much damage that does. This is out of all the possibilities, this is not, the best one. 4 and a 2, that's 6 plus 4, that's 10. And then that of poison damage, that's another 4. So dragging the giant, it's obscenely big, this two-handed maul across the floor, and it splinters, and my 4 actors are all 4 of them in chorus, like a barbershop quartet. The Loxodon goes, "You're having a hard time moving, huh? Oh well." And then swings and hits Sheen square across the chest, and as the Great Maul connects and goes through, then some dirt is sprayed out from what we know is Sheen's mud form, but the rest of everyone else does not. And then the Blood Hunter attacks twice with a weapon, so this Maul, he goes again, but he has Blood Frenzy. So now the Blood Hunter has advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature that doesn't have all of its hit points. He couldn't do it in the first time, but now he can with his Blood Frenzy. So that the dirt that falls out, then it starts vibrating on the ground as Sheen is still feels tensed up, and he will roll again. Now he has an advantage. Okay, cool story, bro. 16, that hits, but just in case, and a 2, it coulda not worked. All right, that much damage. 7 plus 4, 11, and then 12 altogether. 12 damage. Okay. So that's the surprise attack. Then from that, we hear some murmuring in... We hear some murmuring in the audience. And especially, the audience near all of this commotion, anyone in these 2 surrounding rows are now perked up seeing this interruption, but everyone else in the audience are kind of, is this supposed to be happening? And they don't know that this is going off script. So now to the top of the order with the Drow. The Drow will try again. Yeah, shit. All right. The Drow will try again with his... Oh. Yep. Cool. So he will try to hit, or no, he's doing pretty good right now. Bonnie. Drow, Sheen, Volothamp, Wishes, Loxodon, Tiffany, Actors, Bonnie, Paige. Okay. With a 19 plus 6 with another 25. That sure hits. Where's that? 6 total. Another successful stab. He adjusted for Bonnie scooting out of the way. Tiffany used her reaction, so she can't stop it. Toot Toot used his reaction. Rock. Is spell or shield? Shield. Self. Only self. Yep. Nope. None of that is applicable. Oh boy. All right. So that was 1 hit. And then he gets an extra attack because of Thirsty Blade. With a 5! Woo! And again, well, shit. All right. With a 5, he will attack down again. A 5 plus a 6, that's an 11, which does not hit Bonnie's 14. However, he has Dark One's Own Luck. So once per short rest, when you make an ability check or a saving throw... Oh, ability check, not attack roll. So never mind. Perfect. So then he misses again, and he goes, shit, come on. Ugh! And it's kind of... With a 5, yeah, with an 11, it's stuck in the... back of the seat right now. So that great. So that's the first round. That's the Bad's surprise round. And now we're going into actual initiative, which was then the Drow's turn. So now it's Sheen up on stage. Sheen can't move. Okay. Sheen, interesting. So you see the dirt on the turntable stage start to tremor even more and shake violently around as Sheen is now like moving forward, and the Black Loxodon looks down impressed because he's not supposed to be moving. And Sheen is going to cast Haste, which he will do at the end of its next turn. Until the end of its next turn, the Sheen magically gains a +2 bonus to its AC. So let's mark that down real quick. So from a 14 to a 16. Magic. 16. Has advantage on dexterity saving throws, which wouldn't help in the first place, and can use its slam action as a bonus action. So he used his action to cast Haste, and now he will slam up against this Loxodon as a bonus action, where normally it would be an action. So that's great. It's +8 to hit, reach 5 feet, 1 target. Ooh, yeah, that'll be great. So Sheen will roll for that. That's a natural 20! Yeah! Yeah, 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 yeah! Great, good. Does Sheen get a strength saving throw? Let's check. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So at the end of this turn, then Sheen will. But thanks. Good looking out. Yes, natural 20. Look at that. That is the critical roll die. That is one of the characters. I don't remember right now. Natural 20 +8. That's a 28 against the Black Loxodon's 16 armor class. So you can suck a dick. And natural 20, that's double the dice damage, which is great because it's 2d10 bludgeoning damage. So let me get all of these beautiful d10s. Oh, I double the dice damage. Yeah, I'll do this. Double the dice damage. Okay. So 8 plus 5, that's 13 times 2, that's 26. Plus 5, that's 31. That's great. Wow, that's really good. Nice. So that's 31 damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or have its hit point maximum reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. The target dies if this attack reduces its hit point maximum to 0. The reduction lasts until removed by the Greta Restoration spell or by other magic. So that's real big, because if this works, then the Loxodon cannot regain those 31 points, and you will see why that's big in a second. So you have a +4 to your Constitution, though. Magic resistance. The blood has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. This is technically a feature. This is slam attack. So magical effect. Yep, this isn't really magic, although magic weapons, the Golem's weapon attacks are magical. So yes, he does have, a weapon attack. Slam, he's using his body as a weapon. Weapon attacks are magical. Yeah, okay. Against spells and other magical effects. All right. He has advantage and a +4 to his Constitution, which, all right. 13 plus 4, that's a 17. What did he need to get? 15, but okay. And an 11 plus 4. So he would have made it either way. So not bad, but Sheen now like trembling and slowly moving against all will. Then this Black Loxodon looks down amusedly and then gets the wind knocked out of him unexpected from this unassuming 5'8", standing pretty tall at a 5'9" or 5'10" actor. And he looks down, and some of the green flame wisps like die out for a second and then recatch. And when the Black Loxodon looks down again, then his eyes are open in like fear almost. Like, not fear, but like he didn't expect that. Sheen, let's do Outer Glow for you real quick, my man. Oh, I see. Gotcha. So this thing around Sheen is also the spotlight, because the spotlight will always follow Sheen, because it's his show, pretty much. Great. That was Sheen. Now it's Toot Toot down here in the audience. Toot Toot will take... He has advantage right now. Magic. Toot Toot. Attack roll. Yep. Great. So Toot Toot will... What's his stuff? I mean, Shatter's always a good one. Yeah, so he will cast Shatter at level 3, though, because he has level 3 spell slots now. Just to remind you, Sheen did not do a strength saving throw at the end of his turn. Thank you very much. Thank you. That is exactly right. Strength saving throw. Sheen. Yes, please. I am juggling 13 characters right now, so those are perfect reminders. Thank you. Strength saving throw. That's a 1 minus 1. That's a natural 1. So from that, like, buzz, the haste wears off until the end of its next turn. Yep. So technically, his AC drops back down also. And the haste recharges on a 5 and a 6. I will say it automatically fails whenever we get there. So, Toot Toot will cast Shatter at 3rd level. Oh, but he has advantage right now. What can he do with advantage? What can you do with a drunken sailor? I will say the advantage taken will cause disadvantage. Great. So. Toot Toot standing up and shouting now so that the whole theater can hear with his projection and performance will go, "Sit down, Drow, you dumb motherfucker!" In Hamilton, "Sit down, John, you dumb motherfucker." So, did he really cuss out John Adams? So, Shatter. At higher levels, increase the damage, which is great. The Drow needs to do a Constitution saving throw, which is now at disadvantage. Constitution. What's your Constitution? 0. Great. All right. So, with a 4, he rolled an 18 and a 4. A 4 plus a 0. He fails his Constitution saving throw. So, this now ringing in the whole auditorium, and now people know that this is not part of the show. The creature takes 3d8 thunder damage, but when I cast it at a higher level, then the increase damages by another d8. So that's 4d8. 1, 2, 3. Where's the other one? Where's the other? Uh-oh. Oh, I only have 3. Here. A 1, a 6, a 7, 14. 14 and 1. 15. Not great, but oh well. Oh, no, it is great. Idiot pendejo. Okay, so the Drow, with his sword stuck in the back of the chair, then hearing this bellowing, trumpeting yell and excellent musical theater reference in his ear, then that, like, throws him, like, it's now ringing in his ear, and it's doing that vertigo kind of unequilibrium where one ear is ringing. I will mark down the 3rd level spot that Toot Toot just did. Great. We're rocking and rolling, baby. He imposed disadvantage on the Drow's Constitution saving throw because he used Silvery Barbs, which automatically, you can use it as a reaction. It's one of the newer spells from Strixhaven, A Curriculum of Chaos, which is kind of the Hogwarts book that they released where it's a school. And for Eagle Eye viewers and listeners, then Sheen said that Rock told him that Rock is from Strixhaven. So that Silver Barbs is a new spell, and some people say that it's broken because it's too powerful. I say it's great. So as a reaction, it automatically causes disadvantage for someone, and then you can give someone else advantage. So Toot Toot used the advantage on himself, so I translated that into the spell to give, because he doesn't necessarily need advantage for Silvery Barbs as a spell, then I gave the Drow disadvantage on the Constitution saving throw. So, perfect. That is his movement. And then I will say, no, that was his action. I will say that his movement will be to kind of grab onto, like, the back of Bonnie's shirt and, like, throw her to the feet of these seats. And I will say that she will do that so that she has, like, now half cover from Drow, who's wincing and bent over trying to get his sword out of the back of the thing. Awesome. That's great. Volothamp's turn. Let's roll to see if Volothamp does anything. A 2. That is a 2. He will not do anything. Wishes' turn. Oh, I forgot something very important. So, at the top of Wish's turn, then you can hear the connection of Sheen up against the Black Loxodon, and the Black Loxodon, like, taking a step back, even though he's, like, 10 feet tall. Then Wishes, who is somewhere in this theater, can hear... Ooh, hold on. Can hear Sheen saying, I spout trivia when I'm nervous, so the following origins of break a leg are listed from the ones I think are the most idiotic up to the more clever. Number 6. In theater, spirits wreak havoc on your wishes, making the opposite happen. For example, when saying good luck. That's vague, too broad, unimaginative, and boring. So, Wishes kind of hearing that and the mention of his name, which works out great narratively, from his viewpoint up here. Oh, hold on. I wanted to show you that. So, Wishes hearing that trivia tidbit and his name mentioned, then Wishes up here in his viewing, he always watches the shows from the rafters. So, appearing now, we can see Wishes. And then, Wishes, what are you going to do, buddy? You have the world at your feet. Is that self? I bet it is. Because that would go down real nice right now. Self, yep. All right. Next. Okay. Wishes will... What's the range on that? Because he looks very far away right now. How big is it also? I need to have a Wishes spell sheet so that I don't have to keep going to the book. Because the other spellcasters have their own sheets. But cool. 20-foot cube. Great. Wishes from his vantage point will cast Major Image and will grow... Sheen looks up. Well, no, he can't, but his eyes look up to the rafters as he says, like Shane, good luck! And then Wishes, and we'll use Major Image to make... Okay, hold on. Make this major image of Sheen, like, grow from Sheen into this giant form, 20 feet tall. And you hear Sheen go, that's my boy. As he does that, yes, major image to cast 20 feet. Great. And the Black Loxodon looks from Sheen, who's frozen, to the Sheen now growing in the actor form and like, stage theater, growling and clawing down at the Loxodon. Great. And it's the Loxodon's turn. Oof. So now, do you do any cool stuff? He will, against the major image, I think you need to do like a perception check to see major image. A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. Wishes, what is your spell save DC? That is 13. That's not going to be a lot, but let's see if the Loxodon is dumb. Intelligence, -1. That's great. So let's roll for that. 17 -1. Nope. 16. Beats that 13. So, almost seeing through the projection, then the Black Loxodon looks up to the 20-foot image of Sheen, and Sheen is kind of not making true eye contact with it. Like, one eye is looking, but the other one, Wishes, is at a weird angle and perspective. So the Sheen is just clawing. And not really reaching for the Loxodon, and the Loxodon, nice try. And then we'll hit Sheen again. Shit. But, what was something? End of each turns. He's still blood cursed of the binding. He can, he will hit again with the maul. With his blood frenzy, he has advantage. That's a 7 plus 7, 14, which I think does hit Sheen's. Yep, because that haste. And then a 19. Oof. A 19. Yikes. All right. So the first one hits. First one hits. Okay, well, the first one hits, and then I'll roll damage here in a second. But the second one, 17. Yep, second one hits 2. 17 and a 15, that's 17 plus 7, number 24. So with 2 more strikes against Sheen. This is not going well, folks. Not going well. Let's roll damage for all of that. 2d6 plus 4. Oh, Gavolt. So all of these. 11 plus 7. That's not bad. I mean, not great at all, but... Okay, and then with 2 more mighty strikes from this maul, then scattering behind him are 2 more strokes of dirt spraying about. That's the Black Loxodon. Now Tiffany's turn. Tiffany, how much damage do you have, Drow? Okay. Tiffany got some shit to do, so... She, with her movement, will move in between. She will, like, get up from her seat and stand in the, oh, that's very interesting. Stand in Bonnie's seat as the drow is still underhand jacking off. No, Victor, take that out of the, like, trying to get his saber out, but he's wincing in pain. And Tiffany takes out... Okay. She will very much in an onyx form. She will take out her giant... You see the Wakandan arm shield reach up and then pull out this giant 2-handed great axe. And so she will roll twice. She will... Okay. That... what's that? Oh, I already did that. For her reaction. So now it is a new turn. Because that was a previous round, she used her reaction. So yeah, she can now use her reactions again. So, check for the first round. Cool. So she will swing down with her great axe. An 8 plus a 7, that's 15, which it just hits the drow's AC, which is great. So that's a D12 plus a 4. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Ooh, no, even better. So that's a 2 plus a 4, 6. Not good, not great, but, you know, better than nothing. And as you can guess, because we're only halfway through the first round, this episode is going to go long, so. But it's very important. So, The first action hits. Does the drow have any reaction bullshit? No, it does not. Good. Oh, hold on. All right, he does. Cool. So, Tiffany swings down with the great axe, and it connects, causing the 6 damage. But then the drow warlock, as a reaction, will cast... Where's my Sharpie? Will cast Hellish Rebuke. How many spell slots you got, my dude? How many spell slots you got? That's interesting. Doesn't really say. Well, that's messed up. Okay, well. Oop. And I did the wrong one. So, he will cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction, which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. The range is 60 feet. You point a finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. So Tiffany then becomes this beacon of green flames, the same that are leaking out of his eyes as well. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. I will say that he casts it at 3rd level. Ooh, I have a lot of shit. So, no, I'll just keep it easy. 2nd level. So, dexterity saving throw. Tiffany, your dexterity is -2. 4 minus 2 is 2. She takes all 2d10 fire damage of this. A 9 and a 3, that's 12. Oh, she takes 12. 12 damage. Yep. So that was his reaction. And the drow gets hit with the great axe, coughs forward, and then as Tiffany winds back the great axe for a second strike, then the drow points upwards. You're next. And with that finger, catches Tiffany on fire a little bit. And now the crowd is like, ah, ah. And especially the people sitting right next to everyone, this whole shenanigan, who disgruntledly moved at the beginning when they were taking their seats. Tiffany, great. Tiffany can get some of that health back, but it's not really important right now. She will use an extra attack, which she has because she's a Goliath fighter. Extra attack. You can attack twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn. She did, so she will hit with the great axe again. That's a 14 plus 7. Yeah, that's 21, which hits good. Another d12 plus 4. That's a 4 plus 4. 8. That's twice better. 8. 6. Cool. Nope. Yeah, that's great. And then Tiffany also has action surge, which she's a fighter, so she gets, you take 1 additional action on your turn. This can only be used 1 time per short rest. So this is her 1 time doing it, but it's kind of important. So 1 attack. She then attacks for a 3rd time. That's a 7 plus 7, 14, which just misses the Drow's 15 armor class. So that stinks, but... Cool. So, yeah, she connects with the second time with that extra attack and then winds up for a third time, and then the Drow, like, ducking to the same side that Bonnie did. Then she great axes the back of this poor chair that's just getting stabbed from the front and slashed with an axe in the back. So that's Tiffany. The actors on stage... let's see how many of them do something. Are courageous. Which of my actors will do it? Out of 10 actors that I have on stage, 8 of them will do something. That's great. Yeah. So this actor right here waiting in the wing kind of and then just retreats back into the wing, as does this actor right here. But these other 8 actors can work together to do something, or they all have prop weapons. So, yeah, I will say this actor who was the bartender runs up and around the big Sheen, and him and this other actor from a table walk down. You know what? I'll use half of them. They're disposable. That's fine. These two that were right in the middle of a open slam gag, who were in the door, rush over to Sheen, and all 4 of them help drag Sheen away. Will help drag Sheen away from... Let's see if that worked. Not really. We'll help drag Sheen away. Let's make this Sheen copy even more invisible. Sheen away from the Black Loxodon. And I've read recently that opportunity attacks only initiate if you move on your own accord. So if you're being dragged backwards, then the Loxodon does not get an opportunity attack on Sheen. Have I been saying Volo a couple times? Maybe. But now these 4 actors will get up and then move over to the Black Loxodon, and all 4 of them will do some hits using prop swords. So let's... What a good, silly, dumb game. Let's do this one instead, and then this one. Cool. So these 4 hits... You dumb little punks. We need to beat a 16 and only 1 hit. So the actors rolled a 4, a 6, and 11, and 14. The prop swords only have a +2 attack bonus. So out of the 4 prop swords that are now thunk, 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 one of them breaks because he rolled a 4, and one of them actually goes had a sharp edge to it. Yay, actors doing stuff. Yeah. So a prop weapon does 1d4 bludgeoning damage, which, oh boy, I'm so glad that. So out of 4 hits, 1 connects, and the 1 prop sword does 4 damage. Well, that's great. So gonna write that down because that certainly helps. And the Black Loxodon, now seeing his quarry being dragged away, and then 4 more actors seeing his quarry being dragged away by 4 actors, and then seeing 4 more actors come up and start pummeling him weakly. Then one actually, ow, and those are the actors. Bop. Bonnie's turn. Bonnie
Bonnie will scurry in front of her friends to make distance. And, she will read thoughts, though, from the drow first as her action. So she, like, squints and he's part of the Mahouts. He's come to take care of me and Yagra and Sheen. And she scurries. And in this, I will say that since she is a princess of the people, then some of these actors, some of the audience members will, in fact, like, have, in this time, I know around is like 6 seconds, but they will stand up and then, like, these outer sections of the audience will clear out. And they're screaming now because of Toot Toot's trumpeting and seeing the main actor get hit a bunch of times. And that's a little too convincing. Sheen's not that good of an actor. But, so these audience members are out. These audience members are out. I will say also that these audience members are out and these audience members are out. So that's something to keep in mind also. But they're clogging up the aisles. So that's Bonnie's movement. Her, as a doppelganger noble, she doesn't have a lot to do. She doesn't want to slam attack. So, okay. What is all of this? Oh, okay. Now it's Tipsy's turn. Tipsy, you do some pretty good stuff. Tipsy. Okay, first of all, let's look at your magic. Not really. Tipsy will kind of lean back a little bit because he's in one of these chairs. He will lean back, clock where the drow is attacking, then kind of lean back forward. He will use his bonus action, cunning action. He can imagine he's hidden, but he's going to just hide because he has many taller people blocking him from the drow, and then leaning back as a cool rogue, then he throws his magical automatic throwing knife, which sure enough hits, and that is 1d6 plus 4 piercing damage. However, Tipsy as a rogue and he's hidden will have sneak attack, so that's an extra 3d6. Whew, thank goodness. All right, for that first damage, that's a 3 plus 4, that's a 7. And then these 3 extra sneak attacks. 7 plus 3, that's a 10. 1, 11, 3, that's 14. 14 altogether, not too shabby. Cool. So that's his first action. He used his bonus action cunning. Okay, feather fall, uncanny dodge. Nope. That's pretty much all Tipsy can do right now. Does he want to move? Nope, not really. He's pretty happy where he is. Onyx's turn. Onyx will see Bonnie crawling up in front of him. And, ooh. Onyx, let me see your shit. Yeah, cool. Onyx will see Bonnie crawling up in front of him, and his first instinct was to, like, push Bonnie further on to keep moving, but he leans back and then sees the drow not in a good form at all. With Tiffany swiping with the great axe, he just saw Tiffany. He just saw Tipsy's magically automatic throwing knife connect, and Toot Toot clearing out there's a lot of din right now. So Onyx leans back. Fuck this! And then he, like, climbs out backwards from the chair. And
now there's this like foot aisle between just him and the drow, and Onyx will charge recklessly at him for a reckless attack. Oh, he will bonus action rage first, which is very important. So he will see the very nice Bonnie just scared out of her mind, and Onyx won't stand for that. And he will rage. So now he's raging. Let me put that in. Nope. Oh, I can do this, however. Onyx is raging. I just looked at the limited resources sheet, and then Tipsy's Molotov cocktails shown back out at me, and I was like, "Ooh, hello," but no, I shall not. And then Onyx will reckless attack charge at my drow. Reckless means advantage on it. No, let's do this instead. A 6 and a 2. That's really not good. Oh, but what's all the... Yeah, the ice anchor is a 7. Plus 7. So that's 6 plus a 7. That is 13, which does not hit the 15. So Onyx swings his anchor around. He rolled a 6 and a 2. Yeah. He twirls his ice anchor around and then hits the back of Bonnie's chair that everyone's already beating up on. And so that chair is now splinters. And Onyx, being a level 5 barbarian, now gets an extra attack. He can attack twice with attack action on your turn. So he will do that again recklessly. Oh, that's great. That's real reckless. Yeah. That's an 8 plus a 7, which is 15 that hits, and a 16 plus 7. So that's 23. 10 better than the last time. So this one he twirls around again, and then this one, sure enough, squarely attacks the drow. So that's a lot of damage, which the anchor also leveled up. So that's 2d6. No, let's do this one. 2d6 plus 1d4 plus 7 altogether. Plus, he has rage damage, which I never remember. So if raging, add plus 2 rage damage only on strength weapons. So 9 plus whatever this roll is. 3, 4, 1. So 8, 9 plus 8, 17. 17 damage. Great. So that's Onyx's turn. Onyx, then he did both of those recklessly, so any attacks to him are at advantage. So next is Paige, I believe. Yep, Paige. Is that right? Onyx and Tipsy, Onyx, Paige. Paige is freaking out because this is her first combat. Ooh, that'd be cool, though. Oh, no. So she's thinking about all the cool things she can do. I know, right? She's thinking about all the cool things she could do, and her coolest stuff has like area of effect damage because Paige is a dragonborn sorcerer. So all of her best stuff has a lot of like collateral stuff. So she doesn't want to hit any of the audience members that are still around. So she will... Ooh. She has a dagger. That's not going to do a whole lot. Catapults, distort values. She's not going to really do anything. She will get up and then like help move Bonnie. Where would the safest place be? Just probably
So she will help move Bonnie with half her movements out into the aisle. Will she go towards the orchestra pit or across the way? Like down this other... Yeah, no, I'm going to say that that's half her movement, and then the other half will be helping Bonnie leave with all of these audience members that are going out towards the exits. Range attack the other guy. Yes, I thought about that real hard, but she had a lot of these audience members in the way. So she didn't want to, like, hurt. Yeah. She also sees 4 actors, 4 against 1, so she doesn't want to, like, hurt any of them. Yeah, that's right. So that's very good. Gotcha. Yep. It's 10 o'clock now. We got through the first round. I want to keep playing, but also I have a couple other episodes to keep playing. Okay, I am going to stop right now. I thought about having this be the longest D&Me episode of going another 20 minutes, but this is a lot to process already. Yeah. All right, first round done, though. First round done. Great. Oh, boy. Starting back up at the top of the second round, there's a lot of mess right now. I will deal with it tomorrow morning. So, thank you so much for watching. Oh, boy, that's a lot, huh? A lot. Great. I love it. And all of my preparation made everything go very smoothly, which is wonderful. Oh, anything else? Anything else? No, yeah, I'll stop. Oh, I want to keep playing another 2 hours, but I need to use the restroom also. So, as I end, thank you again, Chepeku, Che. Thank you again, Chepiku. It's a new word for me. So thank you, Chepiku, for the map. It's wonderful. Let's zoom out and see what awesome damage we've done so far. So thank you again. I'm going to move this over here so I can see it. Tomorrow or next week. Thank you, Anna Bowder, for transcribing the first 10 minutes of episode 1, Icy Encounters. Nope, Icy Interactions. No, Icy Introductions. And thank you for watching. I am Victor Rivera, and this is D&Me, a one-man show where I play Dungeons & Dragons by myself. I stream on Wednesday nights on Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I upload the video the following morning, Thursdays, on my YouTube page. Today's show will be up tomorrow, Thursday, July 14th, and next week's episode 48 out of 50, will be live Wednesday, July 20th. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and a bunch of other stuff. Where? On my Linktree. Bop, bop, bop. That's linktr.ee/D&Me Adventures and Like Gnome. And I roll to see which of my characters gives tonight's outro. Did Rock not go? Rock didn't go. No. Rock. What did Rock do? Wishes, Rock. I don't think Rock went. All right. Well, Rock will go first next time. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't think Rock went. He sure did not. I skipped over him. It was Wishes right to the Lockston. But I roll to see which of my characters gives tonight's outro. I have Rock and Onyx left. So Onyx with that X, that's I'm going to have that as even, and then Rock will be odd. So 6 even.
I'm a little busy right now. Come on.
Good night.
Fuck this guy.
Good night.